Welcome back to Inside Out, the series that looks at how we can work on ourselves and develop inner strategies which will help us achieve more and greater happiness in life, rather than waiting for external circumstances to give us what it is we want. So the idea throughout this series is that by developing new ways of thinking, of acting, and of feeling, we will achieve two effects, as we said last week. One is to enjoy greater potential and greater well-being within ourselves and within our daily lives, something that we can see very clearly, and also at the same time to begin to watch as the outside world responds to what we are emitting as a kind of signal, and we'll come to that later in the series, and how we'll begin to find that people, opportunities and circumstances become wider open for us. And then, of course, having developed those internal strategies, we have to match those with external strategies. But the external strategies are covered in every kind of blog and website on the internet. If you want to find out how to become better at freelancing, how to become better at parenting, or even how to become healthier, how to become fitter, the strategies are widely available. You can, with a single search, find 50 ways of getting fitter and 50 ways of being a better parent. It's not the information that we lack. The external part is easy to go out and research. The hypothesis behind this series is that we need to dig a little bit deeper and work more on the internal part so that we can therefore become stronger, develop our well-being, and be able to take on those challenges that we seek to achieve with greater ease and greater comfort. Looking only outside for the solutions is a little bit like losing your keys in the darkness in your living room, but going outside where there's a lamppost and plenty of light to look for them. Yes, there's light out there. Yes, it's easy to see out there, but that's not where you're going to find what you're looking for. One of the consequences that I mentioned last week is that we will have greater levels of happiness. Now, by that, we don't mean simply smiling or feeling cheerful all the time. Obviously, anyone's life is a whole mosaic of emotional ups and downs. We have challenges which we can never foresee. We have things which make us sad, things which make us angry, things which make us jealous, things which make us feel guilty. And these are simply part of the richness of life. We're not seeking to eliminate those and live on some kind of white canvas. What we are trying to do is to develop greater inner strength so that we can respond to these outside events with greater equanimity. Now, even if you're the Dalai Lama, if somebody comes up to you and shouts in your face, or runs over your toe with a bicycle, or hits you on the head, then obviously your body as a human being is going to mobilize certain chemicals, certain feelings, and because we're human animals, we're obviously going to respond in a certain way. And no amount of training, of personal development, of inner work is going to eliminate those emotions, and nor should it. What it will do is build up your strength so that you're better able to cope with these various outside stimuli in life, and also will give you the strategies to bounce back faster. Even Usain Bolt is going to be tired after running 200 meters. The difference between him and us is that he is going to recover much faster. And one of the things I've noticed through applying these techniques, as I said, over the last couple of years, is that my capacity to return to normal after feeling angry, after feeling a bit down, after feeling very tired, or after feeling anything which creates a challenge, any emotional challenge, is that the chemicals which are mobilized in my body begin to return to their original home in a faster way, restoring the body to what is known as homeostasis, which is a balance of chemicals. We'll see in the weeks to come how many people, once they get angry, they can maintain that anger for hours, for days, for weeks, and sometimes even for a lifetime. Other people can feel down and they can maintain that. They don't realize that they're maintaining it, but their body is simply going into that groove and staying there for a long time until that temporary mood becomes a temperament, becomes even over time your character, what you identify with. There are people who are angry all their lives, and there are people who are down or frustrated or guilty all their lives. So what we're looking to do is not to get rid of those emotions, but to deal with them, to let them pass through, to let them arise and then simply pass through your life and to let them go. That's one part of what we're going to be looking at in this series. So just to come back to what I said at the beginning, we're looking to develop a series of inner techniques based on an understanding of how we function as human beings, which will then allow us to face the challenges, which will not disappear, nor should they, but to face the challenges of daily life with greater equanimity. And once we have that equanimity, it frees up, believe me, an awful lot of energy, which you can put to creative uses, which you can then turn to looking for new opportunities. And that energy at the moment is being sucked up for many people in various states of mind, which are probably not very helpful. So the question is, to leave you with this week, can we change our personalities? How can we change the way we think, act, and feel about things? 5 years ago, I would have said no. I was like that when I was a child, and I'm going to be like that when I'm an old man. Now, I'm not so sure. Now I've seen through the application of what we're going to be learning about that it's possible slowly, a bit like an oil tanker in the sea, but slowly to turn these things around. And of course, with each small micro change that you make, you begin to notice different results. And so it's worth putting in that effort with a lot of patience, being prepared for setbacks, but nevertheless staying the course, and then hopefully beginning to see some changes appear, first of all within you and then outside you. That's what we're going to be exploring throughout this series. That's all for this week. I'll speak to you again very soon.